Don't. The reaction will continue if it finds more organic material.
For how long?
It seems that when all the rust gas settles into dust,
then it is safe. Garrett, for what purpose would the mechanists use these cultivators?
Well, we know Karis has installed them in the masks of the servants.
Yes.
And the servants have been placed in the homes of the wealthy.
Yes! The homes with the gardens. The plants there could sustain a reaction large enough to destroy everything.
Yes, we must think of a plan.
No, there's no time to think. We must go to the Mechanist Cathedral. The beacon you've heard about. You could find it. Try to activate it. To draw the servants to the cathedral. Then you must somehow get Karis to signal them to release the rust gas. You see, if I fill the cathedral with plants, enough to fuel a chain reaction, then it should cause the same effect we just saw. But it would take Karis with it instead of the city. Remember, the cathedral is sealed, airtight.
If we can get into the Mechanist Cathedral, if you fill it with plants, if I can find, let alone activate the beacon, all without being detected, that's too risky. We'll be killed.
Karis created these devices to destroy all that we know. And now they are in place. He needs only say the word. There is no more time. We must act. Are you too blind to see that?
Your plan is suicide. I'll think of a better way. And I work alone.
Diane, Larkspur, I need to speak with you. Now.
I am here against the wishes of the Keeper Council. I am here as your friend, Garrett. Listen. Victoria has begun an assault on the Mechanist Cathedral.
No.
I hope the glyphs are wrong.
Face me yourself, man-fool!
Victoria!
Garrett!
I failed. This is not enough plant life to sustain the reaction. These mechanical beasts detected me. But there is one more thing I can do. Then it will be up to you, my good thief.
Wait, Victoria, let's get... Victoria!
Just
I plant enough!
Karis.
Okay. Really? Where from this? Oh, buggering hell. Goddamn paparazzo. They're bloody everywhere they are. You can't get away from the damn things, you really can't. Sort of, I guess. We only saw part of that cutscene because it bugged out again. Though it looked interesting, it was actually animated and stuff. So I'm going to have to actually put that one in post for a change. I've written a note to actually remind myself to do it so I don't forget and just upload the episode as is. I'm sorry, were you talking this entire time? I wasn't listening. It sounded like a lot of self-important prattle. She did make quite a mess though, didn't she, bless her? I wonder where she went. Like, it'll make more sense when I actually watch the entire cutscene myself rather than crashing. I've got no idea why it keeps doing that lately. Like, first... My god, I think he's getting louder and louder, isn't he? I think so I ignore him. The megalomania takes over, you see. That was an interesting noise you made. What are you doing up there in that tower where you're... In fact, you know what? Don't answer that. Don't answer... I really don't think I can benefit at all from... Get back. Stupid pipe. Big enough to leap up. Okay, perhaps the Tesla coil? Can I touch that? Yeah. Yeah, I can. Good. I'm gonna instantly die of electrocution. Marvellous. But yeah, the cutscene looked genuinely interesting and quite sure at this stage in the game very plot relevant, so yeah. I'm gonna try and watch that before I formulate my own final opinions. I like to do my little reviews during the ending credits of games. So I'm gonna try and make sure I watch the cutscenes that I've missed, basically. Or that just plain old didn't record. I'm not gonna miss you, crappy ladder system. I'm really not. That's a conveyor belt. What are you looking at? Take a bath. Yeah, excellent. Okay. Stupid machines. I take it that Victoria. Yeah, rolling machine it is, huh? I think Victoria wreaked unholy hell on them. Good for you, lass. Instructions. Place a source of material into the basin on top of the machine, insert steel plate onto the chute of the side of the machine, push button to activate machine, products will emerge from the other end. As instructions go for operating complex steampunk machinery, it's remarkably minimalistic. I'm perfectly hidden. I'm basically Solid Snake at this point. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun! Yeah, I'm slightly paranoid I'm going to run face first into something. He was garbling something about mechanical beasts, so this being the Soul Forge, I presume there's going to be tons of the damn things lingering around. Okay, what's this lift for, I wonder? Factory Bay C. Okay, if I ever find a reason to go there, I shall know to come here. But first, onward ever boldly onward. Doesn't seem to be anyone. It's dividingly devoid of actual people. I suppose I shouldn't be that surprised, actually. Considering Karis is oh fuck. General bent that it's hopefully the other say he's already seen me. That's going to be a terrible start to this meeting if I get blown up in a corner. Wait, I have water arrows. This is a terrible use for them, but really don't have a choice. I can't have you poncing around, discovering me in the first 5 seconds of the bloody level. That's just not on, sweetie. I'm afraid not. Okay. Okay, we're doing well. It's fine. It's fine. And yeah, apparently my my quick save button has stopped working. That's happened to me a couple of times in this game as well. The quick save function just bugged out and stopped working. So, yeah. We're not doing that anymore, apparently. Speaking of not doing things. You know, the servants lurking around too, but we'll take care of this first. Surprise, mofo! Oh, buggering hell. Wait, why did I hear the servant... Oh, did it spot me? Is that why it's giggling? You find this funny, do you masked freak? They probably do, actually. Probably find it hilarious. Well, come around the corner, I'll show you funny. By funny, I mean cosh you in the face, naturally. Apart from if you can hear banging of any sort. My downstairs neighbours apparently are tearing up the entire flat and rebuilding it from scratch or something, I don't know. It's been happening for the past like 2 or 3 days. It's gone beyond bizarre and it's deeply irritating. I'm half tempted to go down and just ask, guys, what the hell? But, unfortunately I'm far too British and far too polite for that. So I just moan about it on the internet, as God intended. Okay.
You are doing
Interesting. This is the first time one of you has been armed. And what an arm it is. I mean, Jesus, that took like 4 points of health off in a single swing. Oh, where? Well, nope, that's toward him. Or her. Or it. Good job I brought flash bomb if I can remember the bloody key. Flash bomb, flash bomb, flash bomb. I'm not using up a gas grenade on you. No, I am bloody not. I'm getting a little sick and tired of myself when it comes to using up gas bombs. There we go. I can't even think of how much of the game would have been so much easier. No key? No key. Would have been so much easier had I, Factory Bay D. If I ever need the D, I should go there then, shall I? How much of the game would have been so much easier had I known the flash bombs do indeed work the same way they did in Deadly Shadows. I can't remember why I ended up under the impression that they don't. I think one of the very early levels I attempted to flash bomb someone and then, knock them out, and for some reason or other it didn't work. Which I don't... It quite clearly works now, but for some reason I remember in that level it didn't, so I assumed it was supposed... Did you ever shut up? It's my job to talk over the game, not yours. See? Even Garrett's tired of your shit.
He was but a bumbling pawn who thought himself king. He provided me with material to create servants, but he was useless for stopping the pagans.
Damn pagans. Sorry, the one thing me and you've got in common there, Carol, is we both don't like the pagans. The irony being, I haven't even played the first game, so I don't know any of the backstory of why Garrett could quite legitimately dislike them. I just dislike them on principle. Love these. Oh right, I can vine arrow metal grates, can't I? Just wonder why every now and again I seem to come across one of those just on its own in the middle of all the rest of the architecture. That's why it's there. I did wonder how I was supposed to get like the hole in the ceiling up top. That would be how. Okay, he's gone, so mosey over here, look skyward like so. Aim with my arrow and when it zooms in to make sure I'm looking at the right spot. Perfect. You're actually going to grab the vine. This is the... No, of course you're not. You're just going to bump into it like it's an invisible wall, then slide away from it. Why does it always take like 3 or 4 attempts before Garrett actually registers that as an object he can indeed grab? That's my question. Now can I get close enough to grab this? Apparently not. Okay. It means sort of jumping off here to grab it would be kind of pointless and kind of suicidal. Oh well. I guess I've lost that arrow now. For the sake of getting up here. Okay. Yeah, my mouse just bugged out. That was, that's always delightful when that happens. It seems to happen a lot when I'm transitioning, screens. I know there's some sort of weird changeover that happens, which I assume is why the menu screen is still in 4x3 when everything else has been forced to 16:9. Nothing over there at all. Rather disappointing. Yep, never mind. Where are you then? Ah, there you are. God. Head shaped like a novelty condom. Okay. Camera down there too. Camera shouldn't be able to see me. I don't think... The cameras don't have a field of vision that extends upward, thankfully. I've never yet encountered one that does. This will be like the one place in the entirety of the game world where the cameras can look up, knowing my luck. But for now at least I think we're fine. Yeah. Okay, what's over there? Some sort of... I can't tell if that's a door or a brick wall on the left. That's definitely a door on the right. Though to where... it's anyone's guess, really. We know the plans are apparently, or the plans room at least, is somewhere in this direction from what we saw earlier. That looks important. It's got a weird grate in front of it that's glowing. That could be relevant, I guess. Okay. I wish I knew how to do it on purpose. Nope, didn't happen that time, did it? There are certain ways you can drop off ledges that... I assume it's probably like a terrain glitch, essentially. Like, the game doesn't register that you're falling or some such. That's why you don't make the fall noise when you hit the ground. But I wish I knew what caused it so I could do it on purpose. It'd be so much easier than constantly spending moss arrows, it really would. See, again there, I didn't make any fall noise when I hit the ground, even though I clearly should have. Okay, carefully does it. Alright, make a run for it. Because, the big sentinel chappies, I don't think they've got very good hearing. And I've mentioned before that I thought they were blind, but I don't think they are. I think they've got good eyesight. Like, if they see you, they'll go for you. It's little dudes. The... Sentinel? No. Whatever they are. The little tiny bronze dudes. I think it's those ones. Those are the ones with ridiculous good hearing. They'll hear you, like, knock a bottle over half a map away. But you can stand in front of them, they won't react, because they can't see you. Or at least they can't see you very well. Not well enough to perceive you as a threat, anyhow. So, I'm pretty sure that's the way the that little setup works. Okay, so not a plans room, but... interesting. A usable item. Something I can presumably use later in the level. For building the beacon or whatever it was I wanted to do while I was here. I know, I wasn't paying much attention. I think it's a bit more organic if I go in and sort of discover my objectives as I go. Although perhaps not in this case, because I get the impression it's supposed to be like a planned attack. But, whatever, right? Okay. Getting lots of interesting materials here. No idea what any of them are for, but... I seem to be getting a lot of them. A lot of acidic mixture and such. And quick solutions and other bits and pieces. Very interested to learn what these actually do. Okay. Again, not entirely certain what the point of any of this is. Nothing else? Nothing else. Okay. Drop quick save. Like so. I know, it seems weird using like the quick save function via the menu. I probably should just rebind or rebind. No, it's the same word in both cases, isn't it? Actually, coming to think of it, rebinding as if I was. No, why would you throw that on the grate? I keep forgetting that use and use or discard are all on the same bloody key. Right click. I've been saying like all game I'm going to change that. Kind of pointless to actually do it now, I guess, wouldn't it? I can just imagine that I finally get around to changing it, and the last section of the game I'm running towards a door. I get basically face to face with it, attempt to use it, and instead throw my keys at it. Because I've rebound the key and completely forgotten. I was talking about you earlier.
All will be blessed with the breath of the builder, the necrotic mutox.
Yeah, sure. Put the bloody thing away. Again, I've already forgotten what the key to do all that quickly is. There is a key that lets you just put all your items away instantly. And yeah, I've already forgotten what it is. Just entirely blanked it from my memory. I mean, why would I remember such useful information? I mean, why would I do that? No point to it. Just completely discard it from your mind. That seems the obvious. God, even with the recordings, just... I hope the voice actor for this guy got paid a lot. Although, considering the voice he's pulling, perhaps he got paid in strepsils. I can't imagine trying to do that voice for, like, the sheer quantity of dialogue he's got throughout this game. I hope he didn't have to sit down and do it all in one session or something daft. You hear some insane stories about the things people get called in to do during recordings of these games. Absolutely insane. Anything else up here? Ooh. Yep, there's a mine. And now... for pity's sake. Get off. Yes, thank you, game. That was exactly it. That was exactly what I wanted to do. Grab the mine and instantly throw it. I really should unbind those bloody keys from each other. I'm not going to, I know, but... really, where did I chuck it? Ah, there. I for some reason failed to pick it up, but I threw a plate of steel at it. That was a terrible waste of a flash mine. I hope I don't regret not having that later. No my luck, it'll turn out to be the one item I needed to easily complete the level. I'll have to devise some sort of elaborate scheme to actually finish things off, no my luck. I shudder to think how many people are like lurking around. I mean, I know we've only really seen mechanical beasts so far, but I don't buy for a second that's all that's actually here. There's obviously something going on with this bloody grating as well. I half want to shoot it with a fire arrow or something just to see if I can get down into the air ducts, and if I can, what's down there. I mean, knowing my luck, I'd hit it with a sword, and oh, for pity's sake, be occasionally you have to strike it like 5 times to actually break through. Like on the 4th strike, the big chappie over there would hear me and come storming over and blow up my face. Yeah. But nothing else. The little dudes have shown me I can get in and out of here easily. That's always something. It's locked. Won't open, Jim. Plans room, don't you know? Everybody's got plans. Oh yes. Everybody except me. I have no plans. Somewhere over the rainbow I'll be there. Nothing else coming by? I'm waiting for the little bronze chappie to come back, storming his way through. Norman, we'll call him. Why not? Stormin' Norman. See what items I've got on me, other than the 16 billion random items I just picked up that I'm starting to regret actually bothering to do so. No matter, because it's going to turn out I don't actually need any of them. Like, I need like 1 of them for the entire stockpile to make this damn thing. Well, perhaps not. I mean, this is expert mode. Probably going to need every single one. Put them all together. Now you come. Bloody Norman. In a very specific order or some such nonsense like that. Oh well. Mine is not to mind, mine is to mind to the adventure. We established this long ago. Some of those... okay, well, at least one of those is open. Okay. Scroll of some sort on the tape, which I'm presuming is the plans I'm looking for. It'd be bizarre if it was that easy, but... a man can dream, right? A man can dream. Interesting, there doesn't seem to be anyone in here. Again, not objecting, just noticing. I heard a door open and close, but I'm going to assume that was probably outside. Probably my little friend Norman. Off on his daily stroll, I would imagine. Okay. I think we've waited long enough to see if anyone comes along. Unless there was a trigger point that I've just walked over that's activated someone. I've noticed a couple of points in the game where that's happened, where there clearly hasn't been anyone patrolling, and then the second you walk past a certain location, suddenly a guard appears from around the corner kind of thing. I don't believe for a second that was just bad timing on my part the entire time, multiple times. It's gotta be a case there are certain, it's like an old trick to conserve memory space back when that would have been an issue for this particular game. That's weird. It definitely looks like it should be a trapdoor, but it apparently doesn't open. Again, so does that. There's a lot of things in this area that look like they should be trapdoors or secret doors. Okay. That one's locked. Break out my trusty lockpick. No? No? No, really? Why you do this? Why you do this, game? Also locked. Locked. Okay. Oh, key right there. Okay, that works. Okay. Ooh, okay. Blueprints. Definitely need those. Blueprints for the guiding beacon. Obtain a signal bolt and a steel plate from storage room 2. Put the signal bolt through the bellowing machine in factory bay C. The stage 1 piece will then be manufactured. Transform the stage 1 piece with the rowing machine in factory bay A. Stage 2 piece will then be manufactured. Manufacture a regulating round. See separate diagram how to do so. Merge the two things together using the sealing machine in bay D. Stage 3 piece will then be manufactured. Put the stage 3 piece through the fusing machine in bay E. And I'm presuming that's it. The guiding beacon is then complete, yeah? Okay, bloody hell. That's very in-depth. To Brother Celsius, regarding the proper usage of the guiding beacon, as thou knowest, the servants are controlled by the 8 signal towers. 8? Really? Located on the roof of the cathedral. Normally these signal towers communicate instructions to myself, that I myself issue, onto the servants within my protective chamber. However, when the time comes to modify the servants, we shall use these signal towers to transmit the guiding beacon instead. In my wisdom, I've made it easy to do this without necessitating difficult adjustments to the signal tower. Very considerate of you. Firstly, I must get the guiding beacon. Only one have been manufactured, and I am controlling access to it by keeping it always with me, I'm guessing. Yeah. Oh, inside. Yeah, same basically. Since thou art a loyal and industrious follower of Cadus, if I am unavailable, thou hast my permission to manufacture a new one. Blueprints are stored in the plans room. Bringeth then the guiding beacon to the signal room on the 3rd floor of the Northern Apes. There thou will see a machine that produces the signal used by the signal towers. The machine has 2 slots, signal A and signal B. At all times the device which transmits my instructions must be kept connected to signal slot A. However, thou can connect the guiding beacon to signal slot B. Do this at thy leisure, for 'twill not interrupt my control over the servants. Another step required to initiate, blah blah blah. Flick over to B on basically all of the towers. And the signal tower will then transmit from slot B instead of slot A, issuing whatever new instructions you programmed into the guiding beacon, I'm presuming. Oh, no need to program it, just if it doesn't have any instructions inside it, it'll just broadcast a recall signal, basically, is what I think this is saying. Okay, so I don't have to, like, program the thing myself as well, okay. Just manufacture a new one, jam it into slot B, and we're good. When they arrive, I must immediately switch the signal back to A so I can give the servants further instructions, as servants cannot hear my instructions when the signal towers are set to B. Note it is possible to expedite the process, as thou may recall from our discussion of the principles. Oh, only 7 of the 8. Great, okay. Not like 5 of the 8, so you got like more than half. Okay, that's going to be... If I really have to reset all, well, not all 8, 7 of the 8, to make them come back, and then have to run around and set them back to A, so we can issue his blow yourselves up command, that's going to be, yeah, that's going to be a tad on the tedious side now, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's fine. No, it's not fine at all, in fact, it's bloody stupid if I'm honest, but still. I get the general idea.
This is
good.
just what I was looking for.
Yeah, I figured that already,
Real
Garrett.
plan.
But, thank you for joining in. Nothing else? Nothing else, okay. Okay, I think we're good for now. Anything over here? No. Anyway, oh, buggering hell. Go away. Go away, you freak. Bonk. That was my bloody flash bomb, you kid. Ah. You better be guarding something at least. Really? Really? Were you just sat there masturbating the entire time? What the hell was the point of you? You did absolutely nothing to make getting any of that stuff difficult. You only became even vaguely relevant when me, not knowing there's anyone here, attempted to run round the corner. Because there'd been no sign of movement or inhabitation of any sort. Okay. Before we start going round looking, what's the word I'm looking for? The hell is that?
That smote them, the precursors.
It's a spider mechanical
He
baby
gave them
monster.
the power to bring about
God damn it,
his
Dr. Babyface.
paradise. But they refused, or lacked the ingenuity. The why of it is forever unknown, but 'tis clear they were punished for their failings. Their civilization was wiped away, that ours could emerge, and now ours shall give way to the builders.
So basically you're like a reverse Final Fantasy X, is that what I'm getting from this? Ancient super powerful civilization gets wiped out, somehow. And whereas the folks in Spira decided machines were evil and banned them, except for when they were useful. I know, religion and hypocrisy, who would have thought it? Decided instead that people obviously just hadn't been into their machines quite enough. Need to be more machine focused. To the exclusion of all else. That was obviously what they did wrong. Looks like a nice hiding spot. Go 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 go. Mission success. I know, wasn't exactly a thrill ride, was it? But I don't know what's going on. That's what got lost by seeing that abomination just now. But I was going to say, I want to try and find the entrance to the Northern Asp. See if there's any guards or anything I need to get out of the way. So when I do have everything ready, I can just run straight to where the signal towers are. I'm hoping against hope that they're at least clustered somewhat together. Like, ideally they just all be in one big bloody room and I can just jam the bloody signal thing and then walk around the room flipping the necessary switches, but I have a sneaking suspicion the game's not going to go that easy on me. I was thinking station rather I'm gonna get loaded into an entirely different map or something. Although maybe not. I mean, this game hasn't done that yet. In fact, it hasn't done it at all. So, in theory, the signal tower should all be in this area. In theory. I just don't hold much hope of that, if I'm honest. Oh, bloody hell. I think you're guarding the entrance, aren't you, by the look of it? Yes, okay. Get you out of the way. Then my path to the Northern Asp and the, or Apes, or however you're pronouncing this, and everything else is, essentially free and clear. I think I'll probably actually call it a day after I take care of this guy. Yeah, it seems like a plan, actually. So I'm beginning to get surprisingly tired, actually. It's weird. Whenever I play Thief, I really enjoy it while I'm doing it, but it drains me incredibly quickly. I think it's because of how ridiculously alert you have to be to avoid just missing everything, basically. Okay. Yeah, this is a lot of objectives to cover. This is why I'm hoping this... I shouldn't say hoping, it makes it sound like I'm not enjoying myself. But I do think this would be a good time for the game to end. I've already mentioned my my reservations with some of the level choices and such. There's been a bit too much padding involved, in my opinion, anyhow. A few bits and pieces of the I think the devs could have cut without really losing anything. He spends a long time walking in this direction. I'm assuming there's a lengthy stretch of corridor I could... yep, there you go. If you can just stand still. There we go. Perfect. Never gonna stop amusing me the way he just blatantly cuts between those two character models. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is definitely the signal area. Well, no, there's only 8 pictured. Not 8, 6 pictured there. 6 out of 8. Well, we'll figure it out. I mean, perhaps there's some more down this way, perhaps? Is that the general idea that the game's trying to tell me? Ooh, maybe not. Oh dear.